Hi guys, this is Christine, your relationship and mindset master doctor and your leverage for change. So today I want to come and discuss something that's very rampant in toxic relationships. And a lot of it has to do with one individual really taking advantage of the other person and that other person allowing it to happen. And these are some of the reasons why good people, decent human beings get taken advantage of in their relationships. And this is because they have no boundaries. That's the main thing, right? But the next thing is that at the core of that, having no boundaries, is that they have this tendency to self-abandon. So abandon themselves, meaning that they do everything for others to their detriment. Even when it hurts, they'll continue to do it because they are so nice. This is how it seems. They're so nice. And this is for, I'm now speaking about people who are really good people, nice people, believing that they have to do things for everybody. So they have a tendency to attract a lot of people who will take advantage of them. And so these are some of the qualities that these good individuals, really decent people, have that attract people, other individuals whose sole purpose is to take advantage of them. And guys, it is sad to say that a lot of the times the people who take the most advantage of these individuals are their family members or their close friends. But I've seen so many individuals suffering at the hands of family members who are drawn to these people who just always do everything for them, and they do nothing, they do not reciprocate that thing. And so I want you to be aware that yes, you're a good person, but you should, in order to these qualities could be drawing these people who are toxic to you, that just want and will just take and take and take. Right? I'm not saying that you abandon these qualities. You just have to be very perceptive and really look to see who these people are. Now, they may catch you the first time, but don't let it be a pattern that you allow these individuals to take advantage of you. So I'm going to point out a few qualities that you may have that is attracting these individuals to you because they see that they can take advantage of you. Okay, so one of the qualities is that you have this tendency to value other people's needs above your own needs. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Sometimes you just need to do something for someone because they really need you to do it, otherwise they will be in trouble. And it's something that you can do, even though you might have something to do, but it's not as detrimental for you as it would be for them if you didn't help them out, right? That's different. That's totally different. And if this person is not somebody who normally does this to you, requires this of you. So people who value other people's needs above their own, they have the tendency to the people who are toxic and just want to take, just gravitate to them because they know that if you ask this person something, if they ask you something, you're going to do it. Even if you have a million other things to do, that's more important, right? You're going to do it. So that means that you're generous. You're too generous. There is such a thing as you can be too generous. Generosity is good, but you can be too generous, meaning that you give too much of yourself and you leave yourself depleted and you have nothing left for you. Right, so you're always feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, and eventually, sometimes you end up being resentful of others. All right, but you don't tell them; you keep it to yourself because you feel that you're so nice that you won't even say anything to them. You just suffer silently. The next thing, guys, is to you can't say no. Sorry, guys, you cannot say no. People ask you things that wake you up at night to do this, and you'll jump out and do stuff. They will, ask you at the last minute to do things, and you just cannot say no. And what that does, guys, is that it really is that you're result in you living your life for others and not really for yourself. And so everything has been done for others, but you have so many things that to do, and you can never get it done because people are always asking you to do things, and you cannot say no because you need to pacify people, you feel you need to people please for them to like you. A lot of it has to do with the fact that you feel that you have to do something to be loved or to be validated. And that is something that you need to also work on yourself for, because nobody else can do that for you. You have to come to a place where you feel sufficient in and of yourself and of your own, that you don't need outside validation. It's nice to have it, but you don't need it from others to feel that to feel good about who you are. All right, so that is something you have to work. All of these things really result from the fact that you need to work on yourself to get to a place where you are comfortable with your self-worth and your self-image, and that you're quite fine by yourself. You don't want, I mean, we are social people. We're humans and we need other people, but we're not going to put ourselves in harm's way just because we need that to be with someone, and just anyone basically to feel loved, and usually you don't get loved, you really just get used, but you can't somehow pull yourself away from that dynamic. You're always looking outside of yourself for validation, looking outside of yourself for love and all of that, when you have to know that you get to a place in of yourself that you love yourself and you can validate yourself for the things that you've accomplished or the things and for who you are, right? Because you are usually a very good person. The only thing is that people see that and are drawn to you. People who want to take advantage of someone will be drawn to you, and that's one of the other qualities, guys. The inability to say no to others, okay? The next thing is you feel that you can fix others. So you have this tendency to always, you might see that you're in a relationship, whether it be an intimate relationship, romantic relationship, a relationship with your family members or your friends, and you feel that, but it's especially detrimental for intimate and romantic relationships, when you feel that this person is not suited for you, they're not good for you, and their qualities that, they may have some good qualities, but their bad qualities far outweigh their good qualities. And now you feel that you can fix them, that you can love them enough so they can love you back. It never works, guys. I've had so many clients who has been through this ringer, trying to fix people. You take on these projects and you know that the only person that you can fix is yourself. You cannot fix others, because if someone does not recognize that there is a problem with them, they're not going to even try to fix it. They don't want to fix it. And if they're getting away with the way they are to be in relationship with other people, they will stay the way they are because it's benefiting them. So you have to be very careful about believing and that you can fix somebody else who is making you miserable, and you're staying in that relationship because you believe that by some miracle you are going to love them into wholeness, and you're going to love them so much that they can't help but to love you back. Does not work that way. They're just some people just totally toxic and narcissist, and those people, and those people are they just take, and they don't care. They actually don't even care. All right, so you have to be very very cognizant of that and really protect your mental health. The next thing is, guys, is that you're loyal, which is a good quality. I'm talking about good qualities now that pulls these toxic people to you. So loyalty is one of them. You must be loyal, but only when it's reciprocated. Right? You can't be loyal to people who are not loyal to you. It's ridiculous, because guess what? You're the one who's going to end up suffering. So you have to look for a reciprocal, relationship, not something that you're always loyal, you're always forgiving, you're always doing this, you're always there for them, you're always that, and they're never doing that for you. They're never there for you when you need them. They don't stand up for you. They criticize you behind your back. And so because you are loyal, and now because you can't say no and all of the other things above that I mentioned, you're stuck with this person, and you believe that you should just stay there and be loyal because, after all, you're a loyal person, right? And these people love loyal people who will stay with them through all the mess that they create in a relationship. Now, the next thing is if you are afraid of confrontation, so something is going terribly wrong in your relationship, and you just kind of wither into the background and just let it happen and just allow everything to just happen because you're afraid to go to the person and say, this is happening and I don't like it. Can we work on making this better? You don't want that because you fear confrontation, because a lot of times you believe that by saying something that you don't like to someone, they're not going to like you. You're not going to have anybody that loves you, but they don't love you in the first place because they would not be doing the things that they're doing to you that you have to speak about. Recognize that, guys. So if you cannot go in a respectful way to discuss a problem that you're having in a relationship with this individual, then it's whether your family members, your friends, your spouse, your partner, anyone, then that's not healthy for you, because then you're always stuffing all of that negative feeling inside of you, and that can result in so many different things. It makes you angry and bitter and resentful. All of those things also can cause you to be sick. It feeds over those emotional abuse, because that's what it is really, feeds into your body and can cause you to become very unhealthy, right? You're having all kind of issues. You can't, you're always angry and you're always sad and depressed because you cannot give voice to your things that are hurting you or harming you. You stuff it inside, and the things that you stuff inside, guys, never get resolved because you've never addressed it. So it's very important to recognize if there's someone you're in relationship that does not give you that opportunity to speak about the things that are bothering you, or that's making you hurt, that's hurting you. All right, the next thing, guys, is that honesty. And as I said, guys, these are good qualities. But there are some individuals that will take advantage of you and these good qualities. These people are drawn to you for these good qualities because they know they won't have much resistance from you. So honesty is another one. So it sounds like, honesty, really? Okay. But honesty, the reason this is so is that some individuals have the tendency to tell all their business to everyone. Everything they do, they have to explain it as if they need the validation from somebody, from that person. So they're telling all your business, things that you should keep, and then people will use it against you. Those people, because they just want you to tell everything. They're not telling you anything, but you're opening up your heart and telling them what your plans are, what you're doing, what you ate for breakfast, what you had for dinner, what you're going to do, all of that, right? All the pain and hurt that you have felt. So those types of things, some individuals will use it against you by doing the same thing, because they recognize that if you allow that to happen, you're honest in telling them that, you think that they're going to kind of be able to empathize with you. But these people, a lot of them don't have empathy. So guys, being very careful about what you say to individuals, what you say to them is very, very important. Keep a lot of things close to you, because a lot of they only need to know what they need to know. You don't have to tell someone your entire life, and especially you have to have somebody who you can actually talk to, right? But you have to be very, very discerning with who you choose to tell your personal struggles to, or your disappointments, or your pain, or your hurt, or your whatever it might be, because they can use it against you. And they will say, oh, but you allowed that to happen with that thing. And then, so, things like that, they'll do that. So you have to be very discerning and very careful about who you choose to be honest with about your life, right? What's happening in your life. You don't have to tell them anything. You don't need to be telling people everything about yourself, all right? And about your past challenges. So guys, I hope that that kind of helps in some way to kind of give you something to look out for if you are that nice person who always attract these toxic people. And please help me to build my YouTube channel by liking the video. I would really appreciate if you like it, and share it with someone. The liking it really helps me to helps you my YouTube algorithm, which spreads my video to shows my video to more people, basically, right? So I really it really helps to build my channel when you like my videos, and also subscribe to the channel. That way, anything is that is uploaded, when I upload something, you'll be notified of that right away. All right, guys, this is Christine, your relationship and mindset mastery doctor, and your leverage for change. Take care now and keep growing. Bye bye.